With the Red Sea raging before him and Pharaoh's army thundering closer from behind, Moses stood at the edge of total destruction. Lifting his staff in obedience to God, he called upon divine power, and a mighty wind tore through the night. The waters split apart, rising like towering walls on both sides, revealing a path of dry ground through the depths. Moses led the people of Israel forward, step by trembling step, escaping slavery and stepping into freedom. When the last of them crossed, the sea closed again, sealing their deliverance. It proved that faith can turn the impossible into a passage toward destiny. The people of Israel had been slaves in Egypt for many years. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, was a cruel and heartless ruler. God heard the cries of his people and chose Moses to lead them out of slavery. Moses went to Pharaoh and asked him to let the Israelites go, but Pharaoh refused. God sent 10 terrible plagues upon Egypt, but Pharaoh still would not relent. Finally, after the 10th plague, the death of the firstborn, Pharaoh relented and let the Israelites leave. As the Israelites were leaving, Pharaoh changed his mind and sent his army after them. The Israelites were trapped between the Red Sea and Pharaoh's approaching army. They were terrified and cried out to Moses. Moses told them not to be afraid and to trust in God. God told Moses to lift his staff over the Red Sea. As Moses did, a strong east wind began to blow, and it blew all night long. The wind parted the waters of the Red Sea, creating a dry path through the sea. The Israelites walked through the sea on dry ground, with walls of water on both sides. Pharaoh's army followed them into the sea. But as the last of the Israelites reached the other side, God commanded Moses to stretch out his hand again. The walls of water crashed down, engulfing Pharaoh's army and drowning them all. The Israelites were safe and free. They had witnessed the power of God and knew that he would always be with them. They sang songs of praise and thanksgiving to God for his deliverance. Moses led them through the wilderness, where God provided for them with manna from heaven and water from a rock. God gave them his laws and commandments, teaching them how to live as his chosen people. The journey was long and difficult, but God never abandoned them. He led them to the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey. The story of Moses and the Red Sea is a powerful reminder of God's faithfulness and his ability to deliver his people from any situation. It teaches us to trust in him, even when things seem impossible. It shows us that faith can turn the impossible into a passage toward destiny. The Israelites faced many challenges in the wilderness. They were often hungry and thirsty, and they faced enemies who wanted to destroy them, but God always provided for them and protected them. He sent them manna from heaven to eat and water from a rock to drink. He fought for them against their enemies and gave them victory. The Israelites learned that they could always rely on God to take care of them. They learned that he was their protector, provider, and guide. God also gave the Israelites his laws and commandments. These laws taught them how to live as his chosen people. They taught them how to love God and how to love their neighbors. They taught them how to be fair and just in their dealings with others. The Israelites were not always faithful to God. They often disobeyed his laws and worshipped false gods. But God was always merciful and forgiving. He always gave them another chance to turn back to him. The story of Moses and the Red Sea is a story of faith, courage, and deliverance. It is a story that has inspired people for centuries. It reminds us that God is always with us, even in the darkest of times. It teaches us to trust in him, to obey his commandments, and to love one another. The parting of the Red Sea is one of the most famous miracles in the Bible. It is a testament to God's power and his love for his people. It is a story that will continue to inspire and encourage people for generations to come. Let us remember the lessons of this story and strive to live lives that are pleasing to God. Let us trust in him, obey his commandments, and love one another. For he is our God, and we are his people. He will never forsake us, and he will always lead us to victory. Amen.